It's Sunday. I couldn't go live on here for a minute, man. It's your boy, A Raw, the Apostle. You know what I'm saying? Representing that cloud accent. I'm just over here working on music, but I figure, what better way to do it than to do it while I'm live? Oh, yeah. Hear me when you hear me, Hear me when you hear me, Hear me when you hear me. I hit you with truth. It's not just a theory. You better hear me, Hear me when you hear me, Oh, hey, Welcome to the live chat. That's the way we do it. Handle minutes when I rhyme. That's illness when I handle it. I wish it could come on the screen and show me who is watching. I don't see the chat. Somebody leave something in the chat. Leave a comment. I'm about to hit it quicker than the comment. Can you commit? Not meaning connected. When I be spitting this, I promise it is connected. Yo, I'm gonna turn it down a little bit so I can talk. Um, Basically, man, for me, it's been a nice little journey, man. It's been a nice little journey. Yo, I'm driving, but yeah, that's what's up. My man Ernest, peace and blessings, brother. I finally got this up to go live on the YouTube channel. So I figured, why not kind of go through some things and you know tell a little bit of testimony, story, and whatnot, and make music. So first and foremost, my name is Apostle Raw. I am one of the members of Cloud Accent. Mineral water. I don't want you to think I'm sipping a 40, baby. We passed that. Put the beats back on the background. Yeah, I've been making music since I was like 16 years old. You know what I mean? So that's a long time. Um, I started making music for the Lord in 2011. 2012 was my first project. At that time, I was going under the name G3 the Minister. So the first project was called Faith Factor. It was a play on the whole Fear Factor thing. You know, and that project, I moved it all through the streets. That's we was doing our thing with CDs back then. I was pushing CDs in the streets heavy. I don't even know how many albums I sold. It was a couple thousand in the streets though. Out here in Las Vegas, and I didn't really do too many shows. That's been one of my Achilles heels. Is not doing a lot of shows, but I've always been doing a lot of music. Always try to work with as many artists as I could, and man, I'll tell you, first and foremost, that it is a blessing when somebody comes back to you and says, "Yo, I got through life in a certain time period by listening to this." I had a brother of mine that said, when I was in prison, I don't even know how, but your lyrics just kept coming to my mind, and I would just recite them, and it helped me get through my sentence. And I'm like, wow, that right there made me go, nah, we can't stop doing this. So I say that to say that this is music with a purpose. You know what I mean? Like, there's plenty of artists that don't declare themselves to be Christians that create music that people feel as if they can get through life with. And that's what we do here, Cloud Accent. You know what I'm saying? We do music that you do life to. And, I just got a testimony the other day. I was at church. I actually left work, because I live real close to the church and I work real close to the church. So I left work and took my lunch break and I went to the church and I worshiped for 20 minutes and then I dipped out. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm in there and I'm worshiping, and one of the church mothers, she's like, yo, I'm concerned with the music that the kids are listening to, my grandkids and whatnot. And she's like, I watch their Spotify. I watch what they're listening to. And it, sometimes it alarms me. But the Lord kept putting you on my heart. And then I looked at the playlist and they were listening to some of your music. And she said this to me in tears. And it was just like, this is not vain. You know what I'm saying? In Ecclesiastes, it says all of this stuff is in vain, except for the good work that the Lord has for you to do, right? And so, for Cloud Accent, and I believe I speak for every single one of my brothers. We don't have any sisters yet, but I speak for every single one of my brothers that this is more than just entertainment, and I like to use the word edifitainment. You know what I mean? Because you may be entertained, but it's also edification for the body. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of people listening, like, even if you don't feel like, oh, I don't got 10,000 streams, I don't got this yet, right? Because I believe that should happen. But even if you don't have it yet, there could be a couple hundred people, there could be 10 people, there could be 3 people that their lives are able to live life and walk through. I'm not at a Bible study today. I'm not at it's not Sunday, so I didn't go to church. It's not Wednesday. It's not Monday, so I don't got my men's group. And I'm just living life. You know what I mean? I'm just going to work. I'm just on my way. I'm on my commute. I'm on my thing. And your music can help. There's plenty of artists that have helped me walk through the earlier stages of my faith, and it's a blessing to be a part of that. And that's what Cloud Accent represents to me. You know what I'm saying? So moving from there, the G3 the Minister thing, I had just got out from doing a little time, and that's where I got that name from. But as I continued in the Lord showed me that I walked in the office of an apostle. And I didn't fully know what that meant, though, but, it was kind of like a flip on words, the Apostle Paul. When you're walking in the faith, I had a pastor from Grenada at the time, and he said, the easiest way for you to get closer to the Lord and really understand what's going on with you is if you can identify with somebody who is in the Bible that has a similar story to you. And the way that my story was going, I was a part of, I won't say I was a part of, but I was under the influence of the 5% Nation, the nation of gods and earths. I was reading the Bhagavad Gita, which is the Hinduism. I was reading the Tao Te Ching, which is the Taoism. I was reading the Quran. I was reading all these different books, and even into the esoteric stuff that I won't even get into. Just those are the most known organized religious books and things like that. And I would constantly try to challenge Christians and on their faith and their belief. And some of them I broke, walking in that vein of life. And so I equate that to a sense of spiritual death, as Paul had approached Christians for actual physical death, and preaching something that he just didn't realize was wrong. And so when I got saved, it was intense, and I met the Lord on my road to Damascus. It wasn't no church service. There was none of that. I met the Lord in the streets, and it changed my life, and so I feel like the Apostle Paul, and that's why I started going by Apostle Raw. You know what I'm saying? And so that's the origin of my name. Why do I call myself that? That's why. And I feel like the Lord gave me that name. In the streets, you don't get a name unless one of the OGs give you a name, or somebody with a name gives you a name. Oh, you little tiny whoop-de-whoop. All that type of stuff, right? And in rap, in music, you usually get your name from, other people going, yo, we're going to call you such and such, right? But the Lord gave me this name because I'm a part of his movement. You know what I'm saying? Harris, what's good with you? Much love. I appreciate you tapping in. And so, yeah, that's how I got my name. I then dropped a mixtape around that time called A-Raw MC. That's something that's only on like Bandcamp and all that type of stuff. G3 the Minister, that Faith Factor joint, unless you get it from me, you ain't never gonna be able to get it. It's not out there like that. I don't. Matter of fact, it might be on Bandcamp, but yeah, that's what we started doing. I started doing a lot of music with Doc Jones. At the time, I was going to a church with a lot of Christian rappers, Jay Gibbons, Lucci Vegas. We even had Hog Mob stopping through, so Seven was there, Icy Jones, you know what I'm saying? There was a grip of dudes. DJ 12 used to pull up sometimes. Charles Longo, Artie Basquiat, you know what I mean? He went by Braveheart back then, or Braveheart, then Artie Basquiat. That's been his evolution. Incredible artist as well. Yeah, it's just it was a lot of musical influences going around. You had Quan 59, shout out to Quan, doing his thing. He's still doing his thing to this day. And he was putting on a lot of shows and stuff like that. And it was just a real cool vibe, man. And I dropped a project around that time. Speak Life Radio, just in case you're not aware. You know what I'm saying? He's still doing his thing. And so, yeah, I mean, that's kind of how I started in this. You know what I'm saying? In this space as a Christian artist, I've been doing it for a long time, and I've known Will, who goes by Tay Spikes. You know what I'm saying? I've known him for quite some time, and we've always had an admiration for each other's music, but we had a friendship, that went beyond music. And, he had talked to me about the cloud thing for a while, and then I was talking to him about something I was starting. And, it just so happened that it made sense to connect and collaborate at the time that we did. So, I reached out. We prayed on this. We fasted on this. That's how real it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like a real put on. You know what I'm saying? Like, in the hood, you get put on with them hands. You know what I'm saying? In the church, you get put on with them hands. You know what I mean? And so, we prayed and we fasted about this, and the whole group came together. Prince Joshua, at the time, Prince Joshua, the Obliterator, Zach, Tay Spikes, Swill, and myself. And, it was unanimous, like, yo, let's join. And even the church leaders, shout out to Boulevard Church, crazy amount of support coming from Boulevard Church in regards to the artistic avenue in which God is being expressed creatively through Cloud Accent. And it's nuts. Shout out to E-Dub. Just the whole movement over there. But yeah, man, it was like prophetic words coming out of it. It was crazy. And so I really feel like we're here with a mission. You know what I'm saying? With an intent, and very intentional in the presentation of our music and our walks with Jesus. You know what I mean? And that's for me. That's a very important thing. When I first seen Cloud Accent, before I had even joined, I admired that everybody's walk was serious. Not perfect. Nobody's perfect. But the walk was serious. You know what I mean? I seriously want to walk in the presence of God on a daily basis. I seriously am doing this with and through Him. You know what I mean? And to me, I was like, that's dope. And it wasn't a conflict when it came to musical style or talent or anything like that. It was like both of those things were there. And that's very rare, at least in my experience in the Christian circles, to find extremely talented artists that are spirit-led. You know what I'm saying? Not carbon copies of, what you see in some quote-unquote secular music. Like, oh, he's the Christian version of him. Or he's the Nah, it wasn't none of that. It was like, nah, these dudes are themselves authentically artists that walk in the Lord, and that's being expressed and translated through the music. And so I always admired that, man. So it was an honor to be able to get on board with my guys. You know what I'm saying? Salute to all my brothers. Chad Sickle, you know what I mean? Nasty with the beats, killing them with the lo-fi vibes at all times. You know what I'm saying? All my boys. Deacon Dante, you know what I'm saying? Arze, incredibly talented, like R&B trap type vibes. You know what I'm saying? Obliterator, crazy with the wordplay and the chopping and all that. Like, he's just nasty. He's nasty. You know what I'm saying? And Tay with the colorful commentary. That's the way I place it. He's just colorful. You know what I'm saying? It's like Joseph's jacket, just flavorful. You know what I'm saying? It's very heartwarming. It's elevating in your spirit. It's edifying in nature, the way that he does his thing. You know what I mean? And so, it's an honor to be a part of the movement. I've talked long enough. It's time to get to this music. You know what I mean? If you got any questions, go ahead and drop it in the comments. Hey, hey, hey. I'm about to touch a soul. Hey. Alright. That beat is fire. I made that beat the other day. And I'm about to make new beats. So I'm just gonna save that one for what it is. And then I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna try to get some laid back think storytelling type beats. That's what I'm going for. We at about 84 BPM. So I'm gonna go ahead and excuse me, I'm gonna go ahead and go in. The way that I like to lay my beats out when I'm going into this vibe, which is where I've been for a little bit, is I like to start with finding some type of just some type of pad or soundscape that captures the whole, just one key, like kind of like worship. You know what I'm saying? Like in worship, you'll have the keyboard player and he'll just play one thing. Oh, my keyboard's not even on. There we go. I don't know what that is. But let me get back to it. Like you'll hear that in the background, then the piano starts playing. Right? That's like modern worship type style, and I never went to like a black church where they played gospel or anything like that. I didn't get saved in that type of environment. I went to a Grenadian church, which was like kind of like island vibes when I first got saved, but I never got into that whole, so I don't know how to, which I think is amazing, but that's not what I know how to do or do, because I was on some Bethel music, I was on some, Jesus culture, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I was on, so, it is what it is. Everything has its place, but I feel like just that vibe, that smooth type of vibe, that type of stuff, I try to find something like that, and I don't lay it first, but I go find it first, so that when I do lay some keys and stuff like that, then I could come behind it with that pad to fill out the sound. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Y'all probably don't want to hear that. I'll put that back on in a little bit. So I found my little pad sound. Now I'm going to go into my piano. Vintage Maverick. Yeah. Alright, I like that. So I'm going to put that back on. Yeah, we got something. We going. Alright, so I'm going to record that in. And then, hey. started right at the gate. I'm gonna have to re-record that because that was not right. I forgot I had a 2 count in instead of a 1 count in, so I'm gonna do that. 3, 4. All right, real subtle. One of the things that I had to learn as an artist was that I don't want to overdo it with the sounds. You know what I'm saying? The reason why artists nowadays, it's a very powerful sound nowadays in the music because the beats aren't just going crazy. You know what I'm saying? And when the beats are going crazy, you'll notice those artists aren't saying as much or doing as much vocally because they're letting the beat have its place. I get the bigger, I get the bigger, that type of stuff. Like, because the beat's already going so crazy. Like, how crazy can you go? But the artists that use more these type of sounds where it's a lot of space in the music, they're saying all types of stuff. It's meant for you to get to a place where you can meditate on what's being projected to you, and it's really important that what's being projected to you is something that's going to feed your spirit and your soul, right? Or at least that you don't have to fight it off of your spirit and your soul at the minimum, you know what I mean? So, yeah. Hey. Woohoo! I don't care what you say. I felt that in my spirit. I felt that. So, man. Yeah. Vibrations, sounds. Let's go. All right. So we got those. All right, we got that. I'm trying to think. I really, like I said, I don't like to do a lot with it. I can add one more sound on there, but I'm really not trying to do too much. But what I will do is I'll go into, let's see if there's a little flute or something like that we can put in for the high end. And then I'm going to start going into percussion. And then, I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'm looking for some type of flute. So don't leave. I got you. All we needed was to hear the Father speaking and then receive it, believe it, because grace through faith, baby. Faith, baby. That's the way we do get to rapping all aggressive, handling my business, downloads from the Lord, how I share the message. Never go undetected, nor go detective. I'm just gonna follow his ways. He'll provide the method. It's the truth that I step with, embrace that. Give them straight facts. I don't know why I can't find it. Oh, here we go. Alright, sorry guys. Okay, found some talking about. We just gotta find it. Here we go. That's a lot going on though, so we gotta take it out, a little bit of that out. Alright. Sorry guys. This is not as exciting as when all the guys are rapping. I'm just gonna be real with you. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, that might be it right there. accidentally put it in the wrong place. Okay. Alright. We're gonna find some drums. We're gonna find some drums. Let's go. I got a lot of percussive loops and different stuff like that I like to use. I might just go ahead and just throw a loop on your drum. As far as drums go, let me see. I'm gonna look for a dope drum loop to put on there for the sake of time, because I've been on here for like 30 minutes, and I know you guys are like, yo, why does production take so long? Because, what is your name? I just seen this thing that says Disciples Samples. I'm like, oh, wait. Well, I ain't gonna say we don't do no trap. We do trap. Don't get it twisted. But that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for drums. I'm looking for genre. Matter of fact, genre. I'm gonna put jazz. Okay, sorry. Yeah, that's what I want. Jazz blues. That's fine. Ooh, that's nasty. Alright, let's see how that goes on this. It's a little bit faster. I just found this drum loop. It's like a jazzy type of drum loop. And it's faster than our music here. But what I can do is I can just flip the time on that drum. Ooh, y'all heard it already? Y'all knew it was fire. Yeah. Alright, stretching out. Boom. We want the drums hitting, but not like ridiculously harder than what it should be, yo. Yo. Hey. Now I feel like personally the drums are like too bright. So I'm gonna go ahead and hey. Okay. You're gonna love it, yeah, you're gonna love it. Illest thing that's been discovered is smooth butter. Alright, so now I gotta adjust my values so that it's not going crazy. Okay. about that sample is that crackling sound. That joint is trash. My bad, y'all. I'm not even looking at the screen. Do you know what I mean? Said, do you know what I mean? Nah, man. Do you know what I mean? Said, do you know what I mean? Nah, man. I'm gonna get rid of some of that crackling sound because I don't like it. Hey, hey, hey. All right. And we'll call that live beat number 1. All right. So we got 2 people watching right now. At least that's what YouTube showing me. I don't know how many people's watching, but it shows 2. Which I'm not even mad because this is our first time ever going live on the channel. So, if you want another beat, please put a comment in. Let me know that's what you want. If you want to hear some snippets and some unreleased stuff, put a comment in. Let me know what that is, what you got going on. And we'll go from there. I'm going to let this play for a little bit just to see if anybody has that opportunity to comment. Hey. Woo! That's fire, man. I'm sorry. Yeah. No comments? If I get no comments, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to turn this off because I write most of my stuff on my phone. And I'm just going to get to writing. I'm going to give it about 40 seconds. No comments, I'm out of there. The question is, would you prefer to hear another beat being made or maybe some unreleased music? Oh, good looking out, Ernest. Yeah. Yeah. We rocking. Okay, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. So that's done. We're going to make something else. Maybe try to give it a little bit more, oh, somebody said unreleased music. All right, look, I got 2 comments. I appreciate that. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to bust down both of those joints for you. So what I'll do is I'll play somebody else's music. Nah. Me and bro was working on this. I think it's called the Archetype or something like that. Oh, I'm in. Now, trust me, there's got to be some mixing done or whatnot, but we end up laying down a hook and a verse to it. You know, we got to get some other stuff going with it, but just, you know, if you want to hear a snippet, I'll give you a little snippet. Walking like the archetype, living life, giving light like an archetype. Double edge be the sharpest knife. God's the architect, and I'm the archetype. Walking like an archetype. Living life, giving light like an archetype. Double edge be the sharpest knife.
Las Vegas.
God's the
I'm
architect,
like,
and I'm the
I'm like,
archetype.
soon circus, see him sizzling, scorching competitors. All shucks, I shot my shot, shooting a penetrate. Pens penetrating, petting and trade. Sacred son, submitted to live and risen with the sacred one. Cause these days fade fickle, falling apart. Like LGBT respect for the baby and all. A-Rod trying to get raw on the track, but I'm cooking it, y'all. Black Bobby Flavor laying down, laying the tongs. I'ma go with Copper Mango. Big smile, Taylor Ledger out the window. Pop Spain far away, nothing new though. Money sent to my mom's by my hand, yo. Jehovah holding me still in the midst of the rain. Lessening my lesser side and teaching through pain. Bows tongue to the king of the kings. Something like Drake to M, yep, I said it again. I'm like,
Yo, that's called archetype. That joint about to be crazy, man. It's about to be crazy, my friend. Yeah, he got off on that. We actually, the last live that I did, I think on Instagram, on my Instagram, Apostle Raw Music, I did that one here, and then Will came through on that day. He did that. He dropped another verse. I ain't gonna play no more of his stuff, but I don't know if he wants it out yet. But I had to give you something. I had to give you that. We did that song. We did another song, and then I think we did like one more beat or something like that. So we got some work done. I think this was last Saturday or Monday. I don't know what day it was, low key, but we got it in. There's a track that I'm working on right now. I just need to get a verse from Obliterator, from Zach, and it's a choppy one, y'all. It's a choppy one. You know what I mean? I personally, I prefer that slow, steady, melodic, like meditative type stuff. Like that's what I prefer to make. But we get in our chop bag. But boy, if the bag has an owner, it's definitely Obliterator, man. He is chopping the crap. So the beat style and the music style of that particular track is a choppy joint, and I can't wait to get a verse back from him. I gotta send him that today. We got kids and stuff, so we're not just in the studio every day like we should be. You know what I mean? Or like all day like we would be able to if we were still kids. But yeah, so there's that. Um, yo, let me see. Let me see if I can find something. All right, I ain't gonna play y'all no more unreleased music. I gave you one. We're gonna make a new beat, and we're gonna keep working. So this one, matter of fact, let's do one of these faster type beats. Now I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm being 100% transparent. Like I didn't, if it don't come out hot, it don't come out hot. It's live. I didn't pre-make these beats to put them up here, so we just gonna do what we can do. Hey, hey. I'm gonna turn that off. Like I said, I know that's annoying. Alright. Yeah, I gotta turn Yeah. See if we get those type of vibes going. Ah, man, I can already see where this is going. It's gonna make me crazy. Yo, we back. I'm gonna try to beef this horn section up. I was just watching this video the other day, and the dude was get some baritone horns going. Yeah, that's what we on. That's what we on, baby. That's what I was just gonna say that too. Like, I was watching this video, and the dude was layering his horns so crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I never even thought to do that, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm on it now. I'm on it. So, yep, we're gonna get that going. Um, if you missed the beginning, it was a crazy beat, but we gonna get live. So we're on pattern one, all patterns, click render to audio, and boom. Okay. Okay. So now we're gonna go there. Alright, so we got some higher joints in there. Just layering that thing, dig? Okay. Lay him in there. Okay. Go here. So what I'm doing right now, I'm just layering the horn so it don't be sounding like fake, basically. That's basically all I'm doing. And switching up the articulations and everything. I haven't even switched up the pattern. I just been going through the horns, adding, giving it a fuller sound. Alright, I almost been on here for an hour, yo. Okay. I'm gonna get that out of there and then see if we can find something else. Maybe even throw some strings on that joint. It's too loud. It's irritating sounding. Let's switch it. There we go. Hey, almost forgot I'm on live. Can't be throwing the setup. Oh, so Christian, I think that's Christian. No, I use FL Studio, but all my sounds, but the sound selection that I use like a lot of native instruments, sound banks. On this, that's all I've used. On the last beat, I used a couple of different VSTs, but like, yeah, I've been using FL Studio forever for recording, mixing. You know what I mean? Like, I love it, bro. FL gang all day. You feel me? Ha! Let's go. Matter of fact, go ahead and take that. Create a quick render out of that. So we don't even got to do that anymore. Because once you take, now I'm talking technical stuff. Once you take the sound that you've created, and instead of having it as MIDI, which is like computer information, and you transfer it over to an audio file, you can do whatever you want with it after that. It just becomes an audio wave. It's like a sample that you made of yourself, which is what I just did right there. Alright, so that's going. I don't know why I want to just be retarded right now. I guess because I'm on live. I just want to be crazy with it. On play. Yeah. Okay, so I basically just literally sampled myself right now. Alright, now that I've done this, and I started off making a trap beat, but then I became uncomfortable with the trap beat, I'm just gonna get crazy with it. Undo. Undo delete. drop the tempo all the way down to like 90 where I am comfortable. And I'm going to see that if I take this sample that I just made and put it in here and then adjust it, I don't know what I'm doing right now. I'm just having fun because why not? So let's see what happens. So I moved it. No, I don't like that. Okay, we're not going to do that. We're going right back to where we was at. That was not a good look. 138. What are you doing? Alright, maybe piano. What was that? Okay, that's sad. Okay. We're getting somewhere though. We're getting somewhere. You know what? I'm gonna stop there. I'm about to hit an hour. That means I literally been here for an hour. I got home from church. I don't even know what happened. The Spirit of the Lord has taken over. Yeah. So I'm about to hop out of here, man, because this beat right here is becoming frustrating. I've showed you my Achilles heel, up tempo beats. Yeah. I just catch vibes. I am gonna play the last beat that I made one time. Live beat number 1. For those who didn't see it, that one of you in there, and then I'm out of here. I'm gonna play this one more time for you, and then I'm gone. Also, if you know of artists who are in need of production, we have a lot of production here. A-Raw Productions. I have a channel on YouTube as a producer with beats. I have an Instagram, A-Raw Production. You can hit me on this here, Cloud Accent. Hey, we need beats. You can hit me on IG, Apostle Raw Music, A-Raw Production, whatever. Or if you know me in real life, you could just call my cell phone. It's like that. Yeah. Why does it feel West Coasty though? Like, hey. Alright. We were 1 for 2 today. You guys got a little testimony and story. I appreciate everybody that tapped in, everybody that commented. Shout out to Harris. Shout out to Chris Jensen. Shout out to Ernest Young. Shout out to the whole Cloud Accent movement. and everybody who visits the clouds, cloud by day. You already know what it is. Be blessed.